Welcome once again, children, in your computer class. Today we are going to learn about parts of a window and quick launch bar, and lastly how to manage the quick launch bar, and finally the use of shortcut menu. So, before starting the parts of window, I just want to recapitulate the previous portions that I have discussed in my last classes. Right. So, on that class, I just explained about what is the operating system and Windows, and what are the desktop background, start button, and icons of the computer, recycle bin, all this. So today from the parts of window we are going to start. Now children, follow the video along with your book, that is started with page number 22. That is the parts of window basically consisting with scroll bar, title bar, files, folders, library, desktop and quick launch bar. These are the all parts of the window. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. That is started with title bar. There is a horizontal bar present at the top of the window. If you watch it, that you will find that, and you will get that is known as title bar. The name of the window appears on it. Just grey color portion that is noted in the figure 2.10 is indicating that is title bar. Next come to scroll bars. The scroll bars helps us to move up and down, left and right through the window. That is, you can see in the right side of the screen, and the green boxes are appearing on the screen which are indicating the directions. Read the directions which are mentioned in the green boxes. Like first box, it is telling to scroll through a line at a time. Click on end of the small arrow buttons at either end. And the next box indicates that to scroll smoothly through the window, drag the scroll box in the direction in which you wish to scroll. Understood? That means you have to scroll the grey portion using the mouse. And the third box is indicating to scroll through a larger section of the window. Click on the empty part. That means that darker grey portion, just below the darker grey portion there is the lighter portion, and the third box indicating the blank portion, light grey portion. You have to scroll on this down portion to get the larger section. Get it? Files, folders and library. Next we are going to know about what is file. A file in the computer contains data and information. It is not a physical file. I am asking about the computer file. The data can be stored in the form of text, picture, sound, video, audio, etc. in the file. So the files occupy a certain amount of space which can be measured in kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. And of course a file can be saved on either disk of the computer, whether it may be CD-ROM or DVD, any hard disk. Okay. And next, this file is saved by giving its own name. Every file is having their separate name. The name helps us to identify that file particularly. Folders like this also similar to file. These are used to store files and other folders. So when we want to save more than one file, we have to store it inside the folder. They help in organizing the files and folders in certain place. Finally, the library. Like our library in the school, we have, in our top floor there is a library where we are keeping our books for our reference, for our studies. Like this, computer is also having a library which helps in grouping together all the folders and files of a particular type, like document, music, pictures and videos. Now let us know how to create a folder on your desktop. While you will do in the practical class of computer, or if you have any computer in your home, so you can try like this way. You have to create a folder on the desktop. You should have to follow few steps. Like first you have to right click on desktop using the mouse. After that, a menu appears. Next, you have to click on that menu and you can see here one new option is there. Along with all other option, new named option is there, under which another one more menu appears. Then you have to choose and click on that folder. Finally, a new folder appears with the name of new folder, and if you want to type any new name also, we can type by clicking on that new folder and removing the name new folder, and you can give the name according to your choice. Next, we have to learn about how to create a file in a folder. To create a file in a folder, we have to follow a few steps. Firstly, we have to follow few steps to create a file in a folder. First, we have to open the folder by double clicking on it. A window appears. Then you can see that window and right click in that window. After that, you will get a menu. Click on the new option of that menu and again you will find same type of sub menu appearing. After that, choose a document. Just for your example, you can create a Word document. You have to choose Microsoft Office Word document. Just like in the picture, you will get that Microsoft Office Word document. Okay. Then you have to type a name for the document, and double clicking on the file you can type the text in it also. So finally, in this way, if you follow, you can create a file in the folder, proper folder. Okay. Now you will be going to learn about quick launch bar. It is a toolbar on the taskbar, right? It is used to place shortcuts of other programs so that they can be opened so quickly. It is separate from other pinned programs on the taskbar, means it has certain identity, right? By default, the quick launch bar is not visible in Windows 7 and higher versions, since we are if we access Windows 7 and higher versions, we are not getting the name of the quick launch bar because of by default it is not visible. So only taskbar is there on which we can pin our programs. So don't worry if you are having Windows 7 and the higher versions at your home or in lab. You don't be worried about that because it is not visible for all PCs. Okay. Following this picture, like the sharing in the screen and also in the book, that the taskbar is as it is appears when you switch on your computer with Windows 7 or higher version. But if we want to add quick launch bar in our Windows 7 and the higher versions, we can also get that opportunity. If we want to do that, we have to follow few steps to add the quick launch bar. Let's start how to do it. First of all, you have to right click on the taskbar. Following menu will appear, like choose toolbars, and then new toolbars will appear. After that, a dialog box will appear as shown in the screen, like new toolbar. Under new toolbar there is a choose toolbar option. After that, we'll have to click on the select folder. See, you have to click on the select folder. The quick launch bar will get added on the taskbar as we can see now. Finally, the quick launch bar has been added with the taskbar, right? So after adding it, we have to know how to manage it. So before that, you have to unlock the taskbar first by right clicking on the taskbar and then by choosing unlock option from the properties. Then you have to see that there are some dotted rectangles beside the quick launch portion. You will see it. Then see how the taskbar looks after expanding the quick launch bar in the screen that is shown here. Okay. Now it has been added already. So we have to know how to remove also the quick launch toolbar. Let's know how to remove it. First of all, you have to unlock the taskbar as previously I told you. Just follow the previous steps and then right click on the dotted rectangle. From the shortcut menu which appears, uncheck the show text and show the title option. Then lock the taskbar again. Just follow the steps which are shown through the pictures. Okay. After managing this quick launch bar, we can also adjust the date and time of the computer also by following some steps. First of all, for adjusting date and time, we have to right click on the date and time displayed on the taskbar and then from the shortcut menu which appears, then choose adjust date and time option. Then a dialog box will appear. After that, select the date and set the time from the given dialog box and then finally click on OK button. Then you will get the corrected date and time which have been updated in the system. Also, you can use another way to change the date and time by using another option, like you have to go to the control panel portion. So for control panel, you have to go to the start menu and then find the control panel section. And then from the dialog box, when dialog box will appear in under control panel, and from there we are getting the time and date portions. Here it comes. That is, here from the given dialog box, just we have to choose the clock, language and region option. That is indicating here. And now next step is to choose date and time option, and then the same dialog box will appear like a previous one, and where you can set the date and time and finally click on OK. Like this way also you can adjust the date and time. So for adjusting date and time, we are hereby getting to know two options, right? So after that we have to know how to control the volume of the speakers. Most of you having computers at your home, and I know almost all are having speakers also inside the computer, right? So let us know how to control the volume of the speaker. First, click on the volume control button on the taskbar, and then go to the select control panel. Otherwise, as shown in the previous steps, choose hardware and then select the sound option, and similarly control the sound option from using the control panel. Finally, we have come to the end portion of this chapter, that is the use of shortcut menu. So shortcut menu, let us know what is shortcut menu. Shortcut menu is the menu which appears when we right click on an object associated with it. It generally contains the frequently used options for a particular object. Okay, so for example, if we are considering the previous example, like in this chapter we are explaining about the quick launch bar or whatever, that is the task bar, all the things, and shortcut menu related to that can appear in the screen. To adjust the date and time, right click on the date and time on the option on the taskbar, and a shortcut menu appeared from which we can choose options to change the date and time. Okay, so you no need to go inside the control panel or any other steps to follow for adjusting the date and time for the used options that for particular objects. Most of the time we are using that one is coming as shortcut menu. Okay, so today's class up to this much. I hope you understand. Now you also go through your book and watch. After watching the video, go through the book once again. Next day I will also discuss about question answers along with the exercises. Okay, thank you.